Right. If it's to load. Okay. So that's all fine. So, finishing off the fungi fights. Gonna be fun, I think. Maybe a bit stressful, but tends to be anyway. Urgent repairs. I mean, it's a daily quest. It obviously isn't urgent enough. Opponents. Might as well go get these done really quick then. I think that's the closest. That's a new issue. Just give my bot a second to restart, because it seems to have not picked up that I'm actually streaming. Takes a second. Wow, okay, a few. 21, 23, 24, etc. I mean, it could be worse. My computer could just turn itself off again. Or blue screen. It's done that a lot recently. Ooh, okay, there we go. Refresh that. Hey, it just now picked up I'm streaming. Anyway, back on with the daily quests. Okay, I said this is probably the closest. I'm regretting my decision of saying that. And I've just gone down instead of... Oh dear. Oh, now I'm frozen. Solid 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, why were you in the trees? Oh, it's this bit.
With the wind.
Let's hopefully deal with all those. Okay, apart from the one that decided to get stuck in a very little hole.
Let the show be.
Okay, and where's the next one? So what in Mondstadt would need repairs? That didn't even occur to me. We're in Mondstadt, not... Because I know in Leeway there's a staircase. What in Mondstadt needs repairing? Guess we'll find out. Unless it's just like some barrier or something.
There it is.
I have a potentially awful idea, which I'm going to save for later. So it doesn't mean I have to do it if I don't want to. I will say it involves leveling characters, hence my not so eagerness to involve myself with it. I think this is probably the repair, yes. I don't like this one. Anything in Dragon Spine is like, you know, we could go there, or we could go to somewhere much nicer. I'd even take Inazuma over that. I don't know why my brain still thinks that there's only 3 areas. But then worse than that, it doesn't even register Inazuma properly. Because I think, right, yeah, there's Sumeru, Mondstadt, Leeway. Inazuma's just like an afterthought. Well, that's going well. Which one of those lived? Oh, the one that's currently scrounging for a bomb. Wait, do they pick up slimes? If they do, that seems a bit cruel. But I did just pick up slime, so I guess that's what they do. Rip. How many of these do I actually have? Does it say? No, I just think I get the total. I think it's still over 100 because I don't have anyone that uses them. Panda. Wait, that's not a panda. Yes, okay. Oh, right. Items in here. Don't know where in here it will be. I think I've already passed it. Or it's not. Is it the weapon? No, it won't be a weapon. Was it? No, it's not there. Is it in, oh, it's through here. 196. Okay, that is far too many. Also, why are you down there? A slime blue need repairing? I mean, the chances of Brenda getting involved here is very high. They literally stood next to the thing. I mean, it's on fire, but that's fine. Sure. We'll find a plank. I mean, we could go to the areas it says, or just collect everything. There you go, here's the thing you could have gone and picked up yourself.
Retribution!
Where did the slime come from? Oh, it just saw the comments, decided to get
Let's head
involved.
towards the fungi power-up place. It should be totally deserted.
Oh
After we're done
right, we're investigating that,
we can
aren't
go
we?
by all those
You want rope now? Is this literally what this is going to be?
Then we'll come back and compete in the next round.
Really getting me to do a very, very extended fetch quest. Is this everything? I mean, it's still on fire. I think we've just ignored that fact.
Add ast. Thank you for. Add astro.
There we go. That's everything there sorted. What's in the backpass? Everything there. Claim that. Is there a key? No. Oh, is that just notices? Yes. In which case it means going back to Sumeru to spy on the vendor. Oh, they're not even here yet.
This all looks like regular floral jelly. It's right out in the open for everyone to see, and they've even put the recipe on the table.
But even if they added some special ingredients, most contestants wouldn't suspect a thing.
Well, it's not like we can just take them away and go investigate them. That'd be stealing, right?
I mean,
We'd
if you
probably
don't get
be
caught.
disqualified and might even end up getting arrested by the Corps of 30. Oh, but we do have a camera. How about we take some pictures of the floral jelly and its recipe? At least then we'll have a record of all the important information.
I mean, I guess that works. Oh, you want me to add to the picture? Okay, oh, it's always the little bits. Camera. I mean, you can't read a thing, but we can not let you click it before a jelly recipe and take photo evidence.
Done! We should ask an expert to analyze these photos, but we're kind of running out of time. Let's go by Layla's stuff first.
What's on? Oh, it's you.
Hania?
You hold yourselves to pretty high standards, coming here so early to power up your fungi. No wonder you've made it this far.
Sure.
Hania, we need to talk. Your plan you told us about last time, it's way too extreme.
Save your breath. If you think I'm wrong, start by defeating me. Then you can show me why exactly you think your opinion is correct.
She won't listen to us at all. How did things end up like this? Paimon thought we were getting along pretty well at first.
Yeah, we're short on time. We'll worry about that later.
Alright, fine. Come on,
Just worry
Bonglehead.
about the
There's
fungi
no time to
genocide
mope.
that's going to occur later. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. How brilliant we're being spied on. So is he spying on us and he's spying on him? Okay. Finally, almighty merchant. I wonder who that could be. I mean, I don't know if it will be or not, because Dory usually hangs out in the port, but it could be. Doesn't seem there's anyone here.
Layla's note said that this is where we should be meeting the Almighty Merchant.
Oh,
Oh, it
the
is
looks on
Dory.
your faces tell me you're searching for the Almighty Merchant. Yes? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah! How did you know?
We need more of Dory.
Wait, Dory? So you're the Almighty Merchant Layla mentioned?
Why so surprised? Every vendor and customer in the Grand Bazaar knows that Lord Sangama Bay possesses the widest and most magical range of goods. Almighty, supreme, omnipotent, these and many more are my exclusive epithets. Any other merchant thinking of using one can forget it. Unless they're prepared to pay millions of mora in licensing fees.
Guess Paimon should have known.
Yeah, whatever. But back to business. I'm surprised that Layla sent you here on her behalf. I suppose she must be busy enjoying the Beast Tamer tournament,
Sounds like you two get along pretty well. You know a lot about what's going on.
It has nothing to do with getting along. Layla previously bought a few things for me. They weren't the most valuable goods, but it was still a lot of mora for a student. So naturally, I now keep tabs on her activity, which is why I know that she's taking part in a very suspicious tournament.
But you keep tabs on her because of what the money she has. And do you think do you have any intel? Which you thought you want money for?
Feel right. As it happens, I do have some goods I'm trying to get off my hands. They're a little hot for my liking, but so far no takers. They're also taking up space, so I think I'll just give them to you.
This is just a bunch of spare parts and random notes.
I'm told this is a device and some documents that the organizer attempted to destroy. But they were careless. Some people will scavenge through anything hoping for a chance to get rich.
I guess that was the
someone fished these out of the water and sent them to me.
Now that Paimon takes a closer look, this looks similar to the recipe for floral jelly. And these parts look like they came from a wisdom orb. Maybe they were used during the experiment phase. Let's hold on to them for now and have Miku take a look later. Maybe she'll notice if there's anything fishy about them.
Yeah, I think there's something suspicious about that.
Yeah, seems like our worries were well placed after all. But Paimon still wants to hang out with Bongo Head.
I don't know what you two are talking about, but it sounds like these items might prove useful to you. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount. 60 million mora. Thank you for your business.
Why, you sneaky little...
I'm just kidding. No one gives a hoot about these items except for you and the Matra. We have other business to do today. Consider this a little extra I'm throwing in to sweeten the deal.
Little extra.
Show me Layla's list. I just need to know what she wants. Once I finish stacking up the goods, I'll send someone to deliver them to her so that you don't have to.
That's a relief. Paimon thought all our efforts were gonna go down the drain. We couldn't afford that price even if we won the top prize.
Here's Layla's order list.
Flour mixed with matsutake powder, a vintage jam, zaytun peach juice? Is this really the fungi diet? How did Layla even find that out?
Places. I don't remember the places
I'm
called.
uneasy about all this, but we don't have much time. Let's continue with the competition. If Kautilya really is plotting something, we'll expose him in front of everyone during the ultimate trial.
Okay. Not sure how it's gonna go, but you never know. Also, wait, who are we against now? I think it's just a normal person we're going against. And then it's to the quarters. Iron Bigfoot. They have a cryo, hydro, animo, electro. Bring this one. Bring Dendro as well. I mean... I guess cryo? See how this goes? Because Pyro would have been, I think, a worse option. But I guess we'll see.
I can see you're serious about this. Good. Time to put my years of rigorous training to full use. Now,
This is a
prepare to witness
this
the
is a new
power of
event.
my all-cryo fungi team.
They're not all cryo fungi though. I think we need to get rid of that one first.
Freeze the gusto, Frosto!
Sure. There we go. Make doing the rest a lot easier.
That all you got? Couldn't melt a snowflake with that.
There we go.
Impossible! My team has been defeated?
Shocker, really.
That was a hard-won battle. You and your buddies put up a good fight, Bunglehead.
It's still easier than the training challenges. Although I guess this is only... Was it 4
Traveler
left?
Paimon, I saw you guys made it to the next round. Congrats.
Hopefully so did you.
Hey, Layla! You're looking well today. And Twirly Whirly looks really happy. Guess you won your last round, too.
It was a close call. I only won by a hair. Oh, I'm so glad I trained with Miss Yai beforehand. Also, the almighty merchant just sent someone to deliver the stuff I ordered. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go catch up on some rest with Twirly Whirly now. My stamina's running low. Let's keep the volume down.
Speaking of Miss Yai, where did Miku go?
She left in a hurry with Soka. I guess they must have had something urgent to do. Also, I think they were escorted by a mercenary from the Corps of 30.
That
When I
can't be
returned to
good.
the arena, they were already quite a distance away. It didn't feel right to run after them and ask what they were up to.
I mean, maybe she has work to do,
Could
but...
be. Miko's been putting a lot of time into the tournament lately, so Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she had a lot of chief editor work to catch up on. She also said that she wanted to look for inspiration while enjoying her vacation. The mercenary was probably just their tour guide. We shouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
The quarterfinals
Sure,
are
why
coming
not?
up. To me, this is the most important round.
Hey, because this went to sides where you
I'm
get
a
to keep
little
the
nervous,
fungi or not.
but let's all do our best.
Now what shenanigans are gonna occur
We've all
here?
done really well to come this far in the tournament. Keep it up, Layla.
Need to strike a balance between competing and
Right.
investigating.
We have to stay vigilant. Okay, let's take some photos of the items we got from Dory to add to the ones we took this morning. We'll show them all to Miko when we see her next.
We're going to see Miko next. Please VI Miko. Wait till the next morning, 8 to 10. Yeah, it's close enough. Here we go. Unfathomable defenses.
It's time for the quarterfinals. Our opponent is
Oh, it's
definitely
finished
going to be a
right in.
tough one this time.
Okay, hardy two blades. I mean, the names are interesting. I'll give them that. I've also got more of our team unlocked now. But Dendro probably, maybe also include that. Animo, I guess. Go for that one.
Ugh, it's you. The uncultured swine of the Nilut
I'm sorry,
Pala Cup.
what?
Hey, you potty mouth! What's your problem?
The way you dote on your fungi. It's pathetic. What a joke. You make a mockery of the philosophy of the greatest beast tamer of all, the mighty Hania.
Greatest beast tamer of all? Ha! That's debatable.
Was it her philosophy
You
stray?
keep telling yourself that. You were never gonna come close to facing Hania. Time for you to go home.
Never come close, Okay,
Let's finish
there's
this.
these couple of them.
Meteor strike!
Storm their front line and take them down!
Now, wait for these to refresh. May want that one to refresh first. There we go. I'll just focus that one for a sec. Come on, there we go. Use those.
Hey! No backing down! We fight to the end!
Oh, that's convenient. In case they don't know the first and the last one, just to the death. There we go.
No! This can't be happening! I trained my fungi non-stop! Maybe I should have been harder on them.
That just sounds
Well,
cruel.
We beat him, but somehow Paimon isn't really in the mood to celebrate.
Okay, it's a bit worrying. Although what's going to happen as soon as we leave?
Traveler, Paimon, I made it through.
Yay! You get to keep your fungi.
Amazing, Layla! You reached your goal!
I heard you won against the unstoppable Hardy Two Blades, but you don't seem too happy about it. How come?
Our two fungi just go off to the side.
It's just that... he was really mean. He said some weird things.
You tell Layla the details of the match.
I see what you mean. Yeah, somehow beast tamers like him make me feel a little sad.
Sad?
Yeah, he clearly doesn't know anything about Hania. He's just making assumptions about what she's like based on a vague impression and even trying to copy her. I'm sure Hania would feel uneasy about it too if she knew. Also, he's so cruel to his shroom buddies when they could have been friends. It's not just his loss either. It brings all the other contestants down.
Right! You have the right mindset, Layla. If only everyone was like you, this whole tournament would feel a lot less gloomy.
But it's only because I'm not aiming as high. I just want to be able to take Twirly Whirly back to live with me. That's all. Oh, looks like the next fight is you against me.
Oh.
Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. It doesn't matter who wins. This is just a little contest between friends.
Deal.
All right, time to see who's the strongest fungi, Twirly Whirly or Bongo Head. Loser buys dinner for the winner.
Oh no, I feel
Whatever
so sorry
deal
for her.
this is, you seem very happy about it. Did I miss anything big while I was gone?
A
Miko,
bit.
you're back! Finally! You stuck off without saying anything last time, so we didn't get to tell you about the evidence evidently, we have some things to discuss with you.
Yes, well, it's been quite the ordeal for me too. I only entered this tournament for a bit of fun, but now I've ended up in the semi-finals. I've barely
Entered
had
for
any
fun.
time at all to spend with Soka and the others gathering source material for the novel. I'm sure you two will have a wonderful time in your fun and friendly match. I, on the other hand, have to take mine a little more seriously. I'm up against that stubborn young lady, after all.
Yeah, who knew it'd get to this point? Miss Yai has to face off against Hania.
Look on the bright
And that's
side.
got me curious.
Maybe
Who
Miko
will
will
win?
help us defeat Hania. But that means we won't get to show Hania the error of her ways ourselves. Whatever. Paimon just doesn't want to see Miko lose.
That's going to be interesting. Participate in the semi-finals. Okay. Layla. Okay, so... Animo again? Cryo Electro. Right. Sure. I'm hoping that those aren't what. I'm pretty sure it's Animo. If it isn't, well.
I'm feeling nervous, but excited at the same time. You don't have to go easy on me. Twirly Whirly and team have weathered plenty of tough challenges already, and they know how to put up a good fight. So you and your shroom buddies can give it your all.
Well then, prepare for battle, Layla and Twirly! Use your happy, clappy water balloons, Bongo Head! Gently, of course.
Twirly, quick! Do the thing! The wind vortex!
Feels bad to do this.
Hang in there, Twirly! You can still do this!
I don't like doing this. But I'm so curious what's going to happen with Yai Miko. Whether or not she'll lose.
Oh shoot, we lost. But you and the gang put on the best show I've seen so far, Twirly Whirly. That was a real blast. I loved it. Thank you all. Twirly Whirly and I went out with a bang. Any other opponent, and we might be feeling a little disappointed right now. But we were definitely beaten by the best.
You did really well too, you know. Felt like we were one wrong move away from a very mushy bongo. Just letting the fungi do their thing and enjoying the match with no pressure to win, it was a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps this is how all competition should be.
If only every match could be as carefree as that. Meanwhile, Miko's busy duking it out with Hania. Oh, Paimon's so nervous for her. Let's go see how she's doing.
You and me both.
Huh?
My sister-staring contest.
It's over already? And why is the atmosphere so heavy? Does this mean Miko won?
Your match is over too? You took your time. I'm assuming it was a close call.
You sound way too relaxed for someone who just fought in the semifinals. Bet it
Well,
was a
it's
walk
Miko.
in the park, huh?
Yes, ours was as far from a close call as you could get. All it took was a few short, sharp strikes for Blitzara and I to be beaten by Hania.
Huh?
What? You think this is funny? Am I a joke to you?
Far from it, Hania. I know full well how serious you are about all this, from your ironclad determination to annihilate an entire species. How would I ever dare mock you? That said, if you
the
continue
calm tone
down
in
this
this
path
situation.
and find that it leads somewhere quite different from what you had hoped, what will become of that ironclad determination then? I look forward to finding out.
So for
That's
Miko, it's just like
not your
good
concern.
content. Which fair enough, it is good
Running away
content
so
to be fair.
soon?
Miss Yai lost the match, but why is Hania the one who seemed upset?
The situation gets more interesting with each development. Blitzara injured Pyro 1 soon after the match started, and Hania was clearly quite distressed. I simply pointed out that she's still deceiving herself, and her defenses began breaking down. She's more fragile than I'd imagined.
Deceiving
You
herself?
mean Hania isn't as heartless as she tries to make herself out to be?
I mean, she has fought
does
in
care about Pyro 1.
quite a few matches at this
She
point.
didn't mean to show it in front of you.
Right answer. Now's our chance to get through to her. You, my little friends, are the only ones who can get her back onto the right path.
But Hania's long gone now. Where should we look for her?
The next match.
Well, right now, I'm sure she must be wondering what it is that has made her suddenly start doubting herself after all this time. The answer lies with the three of you. I'm sure you all know where she's gone to.
I'm on later in May?
The place where I first met the traveler in Paimon?
How was that?
Point. It was when Layla mentioned her plan to bring her shroom buddies back home with her that Hania's mood suddenly changed.
Oh,
Layla,
that
it seems
area.
like you're onto something. Let's catch up with Hania and set things straight.
It's okay, I heard the map points to where that is.
You should stay here, little Layla. I understand that you want to help Hania, but she's not the kind of person you're good at dealing with. Leave it to them this time.
That's true. And if I said something that struck a nerve again, I'd only make things worse. Plus, you guys move pretty fast. If I tag along, I'd probably need to stop and gather my strength every 10 minutes.
Well, what are you waiting for, little one?
Iron's already on her way. This is everything we've dug up so far. Please take a look at this and see what you think.
Oh, my, you've been busier than I thought. In return, I give you a blessing from me. Good luck. I'll share my thoughts the next time we meet.
Thank you. I don't know. I mean, does that count because we're in Sumeru? Yeah, why not? Still a Shrine Maiden. I did just notice some free money, and that's where this goes. Yeah, nothing interesting. Nowhere interesting even.
Hania should be around here somewhere. Pyro 1
be.
follows her everywhere. We should be able to track her down through its elemental traces. Search the area with elemental sight.
Mm-hmm. I see. Free tracker, I guess. Oh.
How did you find me here?
We followed Pyro 1's tracks. We're a little worried about you. Wait a second. Are you comforting Pyro 1?
The irony, I know. And I'd probably be enjoying it if Pyro 1 were any other animal than a fungi. The next time we meet will be in the finals. Whatever you have to say, save it for if you beat me.
Want to understand where you're coming from. Want to help you see the fungi differently. Okay.
The Fox
what
Lady
is your
said
point
you
of
might
view?
say that. You're pure of heart, kind, and believe the best in things. You wouldn't understand if I tried to explain. So here, read this.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Ania's Notes, first part. Merchant Log Expedition number 39. Day 10 of the fungi invasion. Thankfully, we came across a group of farmers in the nearby area. They seem to have been trapped here by the aggressive fungi too, and have set up a temporary camp. The kind farmers brought sufficient provisions of medical herbs and almost saved us all, but there were still several people who did not make it. Fungi surrounding this area are increasing in number and are still in that berserk state. We can't leave just yet, at least not before the fungi are gone, if they ever leave. It looks like we'll be staying here for a good while. Merchant Log Expedition number 39, Day 42 of the fungi invasion. I never thought that I'd become trapped by a bunch of fungi for so long. I still can't see any hope of getting away from this place. Rabib took his axe and made an attempt to go fight the fungi, but he was stopped by the other farmers. Everyone knows that none of us are going to last long without the leader of the farmers around. But if the circumstances are enough to make the calmest and most composed farmer lose his cool, I can only imagine what the others feel. Everyone must be feeling pretty frustrated by now. The 18 peaches we picked from the nearby areas and the remaining provisions are going to last a few more weeks. Following the farmer's suggestions, we have started looking for suitable seeds to grow our own food. And the camp needs an expansion. We have to make plans for the long term. We might eventually have to turn this place into a small village. A village full of fungi victims? How absurd. Hopefully, we'll manage to keep ourselves from starving to death before the crops mature.
These are my ancestors' records. They were attacked by a horde of fungi in the rainforest. Many people were seriously injured. There was nothing exceptional about this incident at the time, and it certainly never made it into any official records. But my family have been reading it to me since I was a child, constantly warning me of the grave threat that fungi pose to us.
That's a bit extreme.
So, that's what happened. Oh, no wonder you're so hostile towards fungi.
Yeah, sorry about your past, but things are definitely different.
Yeah, and anyway, doesn't your family's experience make this tournament all the more meaningful? The Wisdom Orb finally means that humans and fungi can live in peace together.
It's not as simple as turning bad fungi into nice fungi with the Wisdom Orb. Plenty of scholars have experimented with similar things in my village in the past.
Wait, what?
But every one of them failed, gave up, and moved on. even this new wisdom orb can only suppress the fungi's aggressive nature temporarily. Without this device, they're still extremely dangerous creatures. On top of that, the orb's intellectual boost makes the fungi unnaturally strong. Too much elemental energy in one place is not a good idea, especially for people in poor shape already. If you've got a sensitive constitution and you start using a wisdom orb, you're gonna start experiencing symptoms pretty quickly.
We'll come back to that in a second, but unnaturally strong.
Wait, Layla's been coughing a lot lately. Could that be because of the wisdom orb?
As you'll be well aware by now, all Caltilia cares about is his precious research. He just wants to expand his influence and increase the profile of the Beast Tamer event. Meanwhile, Alhingen's taking advantage of the situation. Impressed by Cautilia's research, he invested a huge sum into promoting the tournament, consequently lowering everyone's guard against the fungi. I don't trust either of them.
Yeah, I can see why this is bad.
I don't believe highly aggressive creatures like the fungi can coexist with humans. But I'm just another retired mercenary, so who's gonna listen to me? All I can do is play by their rules until victory is mine. Then I'll fight for the outcome I'm hoping for, and keep them from getting their way. I initially had a sliver of hope that you might help me in my endeavors. Guess that was pretty naive of me. But it doesn't matter what you think about all this, or what you think of me. I'm going to beat you, and then there will be nothing you can do to stop me.
Yeah?
This notebook is just a relic from my past now. Do whatever you want with it. Because come the day of the final, I'm going to declare the execution of all fungi. Including Pyro 1.
Should you really be saying that in front of it? I'm not being, like...
It's time to say goodbye to the past.
I think it seems a bit concerned about what it's just heard.
That didn't go as planned. Well, there's only one option left. We gotta defeat Hania in the final match!
Yes, we got the notebook.
Didn't Hania mention something about other researchers in the past trying to stop the damage caused by fungi too? There should be more information in this notebook. Let's take a look.
Hania's notes, second part. Merchant log, expedition number 39, day 7 of the investigation. The researchers seem to be planning to use some kind of capturing device to control the aggressive fungi. The code name of the device is a string of complicated terminology. They've also included a license of approval from the academia. In addition, they're preparing something called the Withering Potion to suppress the fungi's activity, making them easier to control. That doesn't seem good. The Withering Potion also came with complex notes and official approval from the academia. Anyway, I'll record the information down for now. While half of this page is filled with complex terms and comments, it's hard to infer that whoever wrote down did so by copying the researcher's notes word by word under a dim light. Okay. Merchant log, expedition number 39, day 13 of the investigation. We failed again. When we returned to the village, 2 seriously wounded mercenaries insisted on quitting. Before we going to bed, I heard the lead researcher arguing with a few subordinates. One of them tried to convince the lead researcher to give up on the Withering Potion, saying that they've gotten its function wrong from the very beginning. The outcome contradicted their expectations, and it could very well lead to their deaths. Another subordinate was yelling curses at an unfamiliar person. Judging from the details of their argument, it seems like someone has made a grave mistake. They're here to settle this mess, but upon witnessing the state of things, they start planning to drop everything and run. Something doesn't feel right, but I still need more evidence to make sure.
These look like research notes. Guess Hania's ancestors kept them after the scholars left. Whew. This section looks super complicated. The handwriting is really bad, and there are too many technical terms.
Handwriting is really...
I can't make heads or tails of this. Wait, some of these look familiar, though. Oh, that's right. We saw them on the documents Dory gave us.
So the notes and documents are connected. Let's try putting everything together.
Right, let's put them side by side. Go through carefully and try to figure out what's written in these notes.
Derived content. Contents compiled after combining the clues. The device remnants and the remains of the files that Dory gave you contain the same license of approval this device recorded in the notes has. Evidently, these devices were considered technologically identical by the academia. Similarly, the formula for floral jelly shares many basic ingredients and medicinal principles with the withering potion from the notes. The only difference is that the amount of certain active ingredients applied in the floral jelly is much lower than that of the withering potion. Also, protective ingredients and so-called stabilizers were added to the floral jelly. At this point, it can be roughly deduced that the remnants of the instrument that the organizer of the Neelatopa Cup Beast Tamers tournament attempted to destroy utilized the technological outcomes of the capturing device, and the floral jelly can be deemed as an upgrade of the withering potion with enhanced safety that can trigger a temporary boost to the activity of fungi and let them gain some special powers while being activated.
A capturing device and a withering potion?
The device used to capture fungi can make them calm and approachable, but the withering potion makes them go berserk. Oh.
So that's how it went down. The fungi only attacked Hania's ancestors because of what that potion did to them. And then the researchers built that device to try and capture the angry fungi. Also, if floral jelly is just an improved version of the withering potion, and the wisdom orb isn't Cautilia's invention either, he's basically giving someone else's invention a new name and passing them off as his own. He's a big fat liar!
Although I can't say I'm that impressed. I was surprised. I was going to say that seemed a bit weird to say impressed. I mean, yeah.
Why is Cautilia so eager to get people to use the wisdom orb anyway?
Guinea pigs. Maybe he wants to finish the work started by scholars that went before him, but more likely he just wants to take credit for other people's work. Yeah, probably it.
He needs to stop bankrolling Cautilia right away! As for Hania, she has no idea that the fungi only attacked her ancestors because they were under the potion's influence. No wonder she holds it against them. Oh, don't worry, Bongo Head. Paimon knows you're not gonna turn evil because of some floral jelly. You stayed a very good fungus even after we turned off the wisdom orb. Whoa! You can understand what Paimon's saying? Oh, wow! You're getting smarter!
The wisdom orb isn't active.
Huh? Since when? Oh, Paimon didn't even notice. Does that mean Bongo Head is hanging out with us by choice right now?
Oh, we gain a mutual understanding.
See?
You know,
Hania
good
was
friends
wrong
with fungus.
after all. The fungi aren't gonna lose control this time. Some fungi understand people and just want to get along, like Bongo Head here. Oh, Hania did make one good point though. The wisdom orb has its limits. As long as that's the case, fungi won't be able to live with humans forever. Paimon was really hoping Bongo Head could join us for the rest of our journey. Isn't there a way?
Let's keep a safe distance from them for now. Let's look for a way to improve the wisdom orb. Wait, can you improve it?
Yeah, it's a shame, but it seems like there's no other choice. We still have some time before the final. Should we report Cautilia to the academia?
Probably not a good idea.
True. For him to have made it this far, he must have been planning for a long time. If he caught wind of our plans to expose him, he'd
Might not be
definitely
the
be
happiest
wary
person.
of us. Whatever else happens, we have to give it our all on the day of the final. Let's beat Hania and knock some sense into her. Then we should get Elhingit to help us expose Cautilia for the fraud he is!
Seems like a fair goal. Before we just skip some time, I'm gonna go have a quick break and grab a drink. As soon as I get down here. And hopefully not hit the tree. Yep, didn't hit it. Right, okay, let me just set time forward a bit. I'm hoping this doesn't go into a cutscene. That'd be rather unfortunate. Oh, well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after some fierce competition in the round so far, we arrive at long last at the final of the Nilutpala Cup. It's time to find out who is the very best beast tamer of all, Hania or the Traveler. If the winner of the final round makes it through the ultimate trial, they will acquire my entire fortune. It will then be their responsibility to continue hosting this tournament into the future and to promote the philosophy of peaceful coexistence throughout all of Tivat.
Huh. Kautilya isn't here today.
Well, he has been spying on us.
This is our
Then
chance. After the final match and the ultimate trial, we'll go tip
a lot
off
of distrust
and
in this
confront
tournament.
Kautilya head on! Nico? Layla? You're here!
You bring Miko and Layla up to speed in your conversation with Hania
Much
and
as I
your plan.
expected. The insufferable research maniac has exposed his true colors to our two protagonists. You seem to be edging ever closer to the truth. Holding off on reporting Kautilya to the Academia seems like a sensibly cautious decision at this stage. Who's to say if Kautilya, or indeed anyone else for that matter, is really who they appear to be?
Yeah, we can't afford to let our guards down now. We gotta fight Hania
Really
first,
trying to add
the
a dramatic
strongest
effect to this
beast tamer
book.
out there. And we still have no idea what we're in for without Hingen's ultimate trial. Oh, how are we gonna get through to Hania, though?
The answer should be quite obvious by now, surely.
Defeat
Take
her.
all of our fungi and defeat her fair and square.
I'll
Force
be
her to
getting a
let go of
set
her stubborn
team.
attitude and listen to the truth.
I believe in you guys. I know you'll be able to get her to come around.
Oh, thanks for the support.
Yeah! Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, and Blitzara! The tightest power trio in
They
all
get
of
to choose
Kingdom!
one.
With your powers combined, winning this final will be easier than taking a radish from a hilly churl!
This could be very bad. Okay. Temporarily gonna have to break now, since, you know, cutscene's over. So, be back in a minute or so, or a few minutes. Okay. Let's go into the finals and see how this goes. I forgot about the mail. Yeah, the thing that's still a day ahead. I don't know if that's ever gonna, like, not happen. I don't know if it's due to a time zone difference or what, but it's the 2 full day ahead. Anyway. Yes, we do have 3 locked in. Okay. I think... Okay, yeah, that's gonna serve as well. That will also serve as well. So I think we just Dendro, to be fair. Just tie it all together.
The day has finally arrived, Traveler and Paimon. I warned you
Wait,
not
do
to
we
get
only have
emotionally
one?
attached to the fungi. You have to treat
Oh
them
wait,
as your
we only
pawns.
have 3 because it's... Okay,
But it
yeah,
seems
makes
like you
sense.
haven't changed one bit. In which case, this match will be a short one.
We'll show you.
Yeah, when we send Bongo Head and buddies into action, it's like clockwork, and we ain't about to stop ticking.
Time to show you how a real beast tamer fights. Your feeble strategy will be your undoing. Go, Pyro 1!
Wait, there's been this Pyro 2 as well, because there was a second Pyro. Wait, let's use that, and that.
Let's use Terrestrified Water Bubble!
It's time.
Focus that one, I guess. Okay, that's down. Let's try and get the fire one next. Oh, actually, let's get that one. Actually, we'll figure out collateral to be fair. Let's use that. Hopefully get a bit of a bubble on it. Oh, lovely. Last
Don't
one.
worry, Pyro 1. They're about to reach their limit.
You know, sure, be optimistic. Okay, use another bubble. Keep it trapped. I mean, this feels almost like bullying at this point. Oh, there we go.
Pyro 1, why did you hold back?
You're the one giving the orders.
Don't blame Pyro 1, Hania, and don't force yourself to do something you don't want to. You started having second thoughts when Pyro 1 got injured during the semifinals, didn't you? You never met a well-matched opponent until you fought Miko, and now us had you. So you never had to put Pyro 1 or any of your other fungi in danger before. When you saw one of your fungi get injured for the first time, you realized you felt compassion for it.
Compassion? You really think I feel anything for these fungi?
Just in denial.
Hania, you grew up listening to terrible tales about the horrors of fungi. Paimon completely understands how they made you feel. But that doesn't mean that you should just treat a buddy who stands by you here as your arch enemy. You won't be able to lie to yourself forever. We fight off fierce fungi all the time, and we always used to think of them as monsters too. The whole reason we entered this tournament is because we didn't want fungi causing any trouble.
Yeah, instead of
But
people
after
causing
meeting
trouble as people.
Bonglehead, we realized that if you just give them some time and treat them well, the gentler fungi will get to know you and treat you like their friends. At the very least, treat fungi like they're on your side, not as your pawns, and certainly not as your enemy.
Say no to prejudice.
Enough! Don't patronize me. In case you've forgotten, this match isn't over yet.
You're really gonna... go for that one again.
Pyro 1, release the explosion!
I mean, I have a healer. Makes my life so much easier. Get low on health. Oh, just heal up. Sure. Give him a bit of a shot. Good. Take out that one. Down to one. I just wanted to get more of these feathers. I might be able to stack them a bit more.
Give it your all, Pyro 1! Show them what you're truly made of!
I mean, this is her strongest one.
I failed. Just before the most important step of all, I failed. You two, you were the only ones who could stop me. But how when your mindset is so childish?
I'll show you how.
Hania, as we agreed, you have to hear us out now that we've won. But let's put that aside for now. Can we bring Pyro 1 along for the ultimate trial?
Pyro 1? You want to take it with you?
Yep. We want to pass the ultimate trial with everyone's fungi side by side. Bongo Head, Twirly Whirly, Blitzara, and Pyro 1.
I'll make sure they're looked after.
We looked through your notebook that day after we spoke to you, and it cleared up a lot of things. You're right to be concerned about the dangers of fungi, up to a point. Wisdom orbs come with health risks to some people. This tournament shouldn't have been promoted so widely, and there are limits to how closely fungi and humans can coexist in general. However, by making constant improvements to the Wisdom Orb and using it for friendly communication with the fungi, we can figure out which are the nice ones and gradually learn more about them.
Fine, if that's what you want. I lost, so I don't get to call the shots. And I guess Pyro 1 would rather be with someone who actually cares about it.
Cheer up, Hania. I'm sure you mean a lot to Pyro 1. We have more important stuff we gotta tell you after the ultimate trial.
Yeah, the truth behind
That's right.
yeah.
You'll see things differently after you know the story. Paimon just knows it.
I just had to say, what a
great,
magnificent
Lisa.
duel. A battle between competing philosophies, as well as a showdown between two top beast tamers.
Elhingen? What are you doing in the arena?
Okay, it's actually not a bad one.
I'm here to witness the final duel and the winner's spectacular performance in the ultimate trial. How could I possibly miss such a milestone moment in this tournament's history? Come now, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to prove yourselves. I have no doubt that you'll play a significant role in bringing this tournament to a whole new level.
You follow. Oh, hey, the location of the ultimate trial.
What's going on here? Why are the Fatui everywhere?
This is your ultimate trial?
The arena's been taken over by bad guys. We'll deal with them. Get yourself to safety. Wait a second. Where is the exit?
Really? That's the plan? You have to be joking.
The Traveler is correct. Nothing gets past you, does it?
It's actually kind of pathetic.
In which case, I presume you planned for this eventuality, no?
Wait, this is all wrong.
I'm gonna miss the danger for this one though.
Trial? Kautilya is supposed to be the villain. He was just using this tournament for his own agenda, and he tricked you into sponsoring him.
Well, the Fatui tend to trick the
Not
academia.
far off.
Yeah, you know, it funnels down.
You're right about Cautilia's motivations. This started when he discovered a promising use for a forgotten technology.
Promising
So I bought
use.
his
That's one way to
loyalty
put it.
and organized this tournament to expand the reach of his technology. Though I must say, I never expected a prize catch like yourself to take the bait so eagerly.
I mean, you're confessing, so that's helpful.
You weren't being fooled by Cautilia. It was you using him. This whole time you were just another lousy Fatui. Oh,
Guess that
now
explains the
my mind's
money.
Mad. So much
I
for
guess
warning
they-
you about Cautilia.
Did he come out of nowhere? Because he was basically silent.
Oh, look at
Think
you!
so.
I've got chills down my spine. But I'm afraid that's not happening.
Whirly whirly, Blitzara, Pyro 1, what's going on?
Cautilia added a handy little back door in the wisdom orbs. As soon as I send the command, all fungi under their control report to me instead.
Back door.
So, this whole tournament, it was just an elaborate ploy to get other people to capture fungi for you, and now you're gonna make them all into your evil minions!
Very impressive. You hit all the key notes there. I hold the tournament a few times, build up an army of fungi living amongst
Notice
the
how
people.
everyone's still with us.
And then I can create all kinds of damage. You have to understand, this is a huge opportunity for me. My accomplishments will eclipse those of my other comrades. And then, my dear Master Dottore, who left because of you, will finally realize that I can still be worth something to him.
Mm-hmm.
But now,
No idea who
I
that is.
think I might go one step further. Getting rid of you would be doing a major service for all the Fatui, from the foot soldiers to the harbingers. This could be a career.
You know, if you're planning on killing me, don't do it in a side
me.
story.
I'll finally earn Master Dottore's respect.
Just a bit of advice.
I'll just say it was a tragic accident. You placed too much trust in the fungi, tried to push past the limits, and ended up causing the whole arena to collapse, with you still inside. Once this domain's sealed off, no one will ever find you. I'll have Cautilia assume all liability and criminal charges, then inform the academia. After that, I'll invest even more into this tournament.
Oh, he just drone
in the
on.
name of honoring your memory. I'll promote it harder. The competitions will be bigger and more frequent.
You selfish, double-crashing monster! How could you?
One word. Fatui.
Paimons are just about enough from you, mister! You'll never get away with this! But what are we gonna do? You don't have any weapons on you and our shroom buddies won't respond to us anymore!
I have faith in
Take
Bulgerhead.
your time. Pit fungi against fungi and warriors against warriors. I want the traveler to see his buddy being destroyed. Then, once his faith is utterly shattered, put him out of his misery, quickly and painlessly. I accept that our actions thus far have not been beyond reproach. But at least we can give the traveler the ceremonious final farewell that they deserve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, finally it's finished.
Come on, go ahead! Use your something! Anything! Water balloon! Wake everyone up!
I mean, I could just keep him like healed up, it'll be fine.
Come on, go ahead! Are you okay?
Too many
This
of them.
isn't right. I've activated the backdoor command 3 times now on the floating hydrofungus. Why is it still obeying the traveler? Is Cautilia's device malfunctioning?
Oh dear, the poor
Hey,
thing
Mika's
still
there.
hasn't realized. The technology in the Wisdom Orb does make fungi more obedient to their beast tamers, but all it does to achieve this is suppress some of their basic instincts, allowing them to communicate with their owner as effectively as any other animal. The trust that these 4 fungi place in their beast tamers, and the bond they now share, have grown stronger than the Wisdom Orb.
Yai, Miko! You broke the
You think that'd be
domain
hard for
sealing
her?
spell?
Please, you thought your crude replicas could keep me out?
Exactly.
You appear to have woefully underestimated who you're dealing with. Not to mention that shoddily designed backdoor command. Did you honestly believe that no one would notice the litany of vulnerabilities in your grand plan?
Curses!
Yes, that's why she's a writer. Or chief
Miko,
editor.
Layla, and Hania too!
Elhingen, so this was all you're doing! Whatever
Oh, she
threat the fungi
mad.
might pose, your nefarious ambitions are the true menace here!
Come on, Miss Yai. Let's go help them.
Easy now, Layla. All that's left for us to do now is to watch and wait. The bond of companionship is not something so easily severed by the designs or devices of humans. Blitzara, you haven't completed your mission yet. You're not thinking of giving up now, are you?
Huh? Look! Blitzara's back to normal!
Is this the moment Miss Yai said we were waiting for? Twirly Whirly, I believe in you. Take this crook down.
The backdoor command is wearing off! They're all returning to normal!
Still doubting what your heart tells you, Hania? You're afraid. Afraid to accept that the fungus you treated as a pawn now trusts you completely. Because then you'll be forced to face your true feelings, which you have been trying so desperately to escape from.
There's one way to get straight to the
But don't
point.
keep your fungus waiting much longer. Look, now that it's no longer under the Wisdom Orb's control, it's waiting for your orders.
Pyro 1, are you really waiting for me? I'm sorry. I've been so harsh on you, but you still trust me. Go. Do what you have to do.
Well, one way or another, it looks like all the fungi have returned to their senses! Great! Shame on you, Elhingen! You're about to pay for what you've done!
Hold the line! And keep your heads! They're just a handful of
You
fungi.
don't
We
realise
still
what the-
have the upper hand.
They would be fungi, but they're a bit different.
Fine, go ahead! Use water bomb, a final
Just pressing like 1 through 4 all at once really does work well. They're almost all dead. I think someone just died. Let me just do that again. There you go, deal with that one. There's more. Focus on the big one. Almost like powering up fungi was a mistake. Well, for them at least. Oh,
Eaten by a few measly fungi? This is absurd.
I think you're going.
Miko, why didn't you stop him?
I'm just a tourist.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, I don't have the authority to detain anybody within Sumeru's borders. Is that not the case for you too? Still, you needn't worry. He won't escape. You'll see
Oh,
once
I
you get
see.
back to the tournament arena.
That explains why you were gone.
Ah, cryptic. Well, no time to figure that one out. On with the chase!
Must be a very short chase.
You're from the Core of 30!
Finally made
By
you
order
move.
of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time. He's busy dealing with other affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion.
That's good.
The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please,
Really nice.
take a look.
Haven't seen him in a while. Oh, bloody hell. No, never mind. I don't want this letter anymore. What the... What do you want? Anyway. Overview. Prior to the General Mahamatra's return to his post, the Marcher was starting to suspect that Kautilya was up to something. Kautilya and Elhingen partner up with him, keeping the most important evidence hidden. If it weren't for the Traveller and Beheimon's help in proving crucial evidence, the Marcher might have spent a longer time investigating the duo's actions. So, I have a brilliant summary of what just happened. Hello? Blue screen. Oh, did that not open as... Okay, good. I mean, I'm still waiting for the Genshin launch to open because it's just crashed on me. There we go. Doing so well as well. I guess that bug still exists. Whenever the OBS or the source crashes, NDI does a whoopsie. And everything, well, things go into the wrong sources. Bit of an inconvenience, but oh wow. I'll turn the catcher back on in a second. And touch wood, we don't get any more incidents like that. There we go. Always happens at the most like inconvenient times possible. I don't know if I knew what was causing it, but it's just like this thing did this thing, this thing did this thing. Like, cheers. Also, side note, why does Microsoft's data collection have to take so long? I'm just like, I'm just gonna turn off my PC and turn it back on. It's just quicker. Like, if you want the data, just, I don't know, grab it normally. I think the worst part is I had to wait for the game to load again. I mean, so do you if you're watching this, but... you know. Must check if it's synced and if I even can. It's probably gonna go straight to the cutscene. Hit escape. And it should be fine. Or not? Oh, okay.
You're from the Core of 30!
What was it? Finally
By
made a
order
move.
of the General Mahamatra, we're here to arrest Elhingen for grave crimes and Kautilya for academic misconduct. The General Mahamatra has been watching Kautilya closely for some time.
Okay, wait,
He's busy
instinct
dealing
still,
with
at
other
least.
affairs today, so he couldn't find the time to apprehend the offenders himself. Thankfully, with all the evidence you gathered, we were able to swiftly bring this case to a conclusion. The General Mahamatra wrote a letter for the two of you. Please, take a look.
Where did we get up to before it crashed? You were near the top. Prior to Mahamatra's return, wait for the traveller and his... okay, I have to read from the beginning actually, it'll be easier. Overview. Prior to the General Mahamatra's return to his post, the Matra was starting to suspect that Kautilya was up to something. Kautilya and Elhingen partner up with him. Oh, had. Okay, I've read that wrong twice now. Keeping the most important evidence hidden. If it weren't for the traveller and Pyman's help improving providing crucial evidence, the Marcher might have spent longer investigating the duo's action. The wisdom of and flora jelly were indeed derived from the capturing device and withering potion. The latter two share similarities to the Omni Ubiquity Net from Inazuma, which originates from Liyue's Adeptus art. Therefore, one could say the two technologies are based on solid references. However, the capturing device and withering potion aren't thoroughly validated due to insufficient development time. Experimental items created by amateur researchers for controlling dangerous creatures. These items once resulted in a horrific accident and therefore should no doubt be locked away forever. Catalia made use of his status and I don't remember how to translate funds to bribe relevant personnel. He obtained samples from documentation and then hired a few talented students to work on enhancing the two products by making them safer and more reliable. Catalia would then use this tournament to cover for his true intentions, causing damage in Sumeru. The Marcher rounded up another group of amateur scholars to develop a countermeasure that targeted Catalia's backdoor command. He planted it into specific wisdom orbs and handed them out to the Marcher on shift at the arena. If anything happens, the countermeasure would be put to use. Fortunately, everything went smoothly with the tournament. No one was hurt, and there was no property losses. The tournament even brought financial gain to Port Ormos. As of now, all involved personnel within the academia have been detained. They shall all face just judgment. Sido, leader of the operation, has confirmed all locations of interest. Criminals at large are highly likely to show up around these areas. The core of 30 can acquire them with no more than a limited number of people. As for Alchingen, the results of the initial investigation reveals that 60% of his sponsor funds came from illegal sources. The rest were his business and earnings in Sumeru. Because this Vitae informant is quite a complicated case, the Academia will arrange for specialized personnel to deal with this matter. Traveller and Paimon. I've included Cedar's report at the front of this letter. Take a look if you're interested. That would have been nice at the start, not the end, thank you, Sino. Take a look if you're interested, it may help you understand the situation better. The enthusiastic participants and audience do not deserve to be deceived like this. I will be using Alchingen's business earnings as the prize money for the participants and compensation for other relevant people. If the funds are not enough, the extra amount will be included in Cotilia's fine. The Beast Tamers tournament has been positive influence and might become well known as Genius Invocation (TCG), but it doesn't need to discontinue just because of these two schemers. In the eyes of the general public, you two have taken over as the hosts of this event. Please don't worry too much. I trust that you'll arrange for things accordingly. Lastly, please say hello to Gucci Yai on my behalf. If there's a chance arises, I would like you to spar with her in a duel. I hope she'll not be very against some powerful decks for certain styles. What?
So Sino has been keeping an eye on this competition too! He and his people must have been secretly investigating at the same time we were! Lucky we had some backup!
Time worked out perfectly.
Alright, we'll take the suspects away now. The area will be unattended while we're gone, but with you here, I can put my mind at ease.
You might think this is over, but
Oh,
mark
just
my
go
words,
away.
you haven't seen the last of me. Oh, Master Dottore!
Just go on.
Oh, quit while you're behind, loser! Have fun in prison, you Fatui lowlife! Wait, Sino mentioned that he used our evidence, so is that where Mika was going after the last 16? To hand it in and make a report?
Probably.
Oh, please, spare me that look. I didn't sign up for any of this. I'm supposed to be having a nice vacation, but all sorts of vexing issues keep managing to find their way to me.
I know, it's such
After the round of 16, I simply took a walk around Sumeru City with my editors. I did have a very brief conversation with the General Mahamatra, but only because he happened to be passing by at the time. The evidence you gathered was the key to solving this case.
The more you try playing it down, the more confusing it all sounds.
Anyway, now that the organizer and the sponsor have both been arrested, what should we do about the fungi in this tournament?
Wow.
The rules still stand. These little ones won the tournament and passed the ultimate trial, which means they'll be taking Elhingen and Cautilia's place. From now on, everything about this tournament will be up to these two to decide. And after all the experience they've gained, I'm sure they are more than up to the task.
First things first, I need to know the
Lady
truth.
Kitsune told me everything. The fungi that attacked my ancestors were out of control because they'd gone berserk. Everything I thought I knew about the fungi was based on a misunderstanding. I took it all much too far.
Huh? We didn't get to say anything! Miko, why did you have to steal our thunder?
How could you?
If by that you mean thank you, Miko, then you're welcome. Hania needed a little pep talk to perk her up so that she would join us in taking a stand against Elhingen. How else was I
Elhingen.
supposed to motivate her?
You don't have to say anymore. I was too close-minded. I know that now. I kept telling myself the same things, lying to myself until I became numb.
Okay, I just realized something. Pyro 1 is massive. Like, that is... I want to say about 3 foot. It's definitely not a short mushroom. Or fungi, whichever you want to call it.
But now I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Even without the wisdom orb, Pyro 1 willingly followed my instruction. It trusted me all along. I hold my hands up. I was wrong. You're well within your rights to criticize me, and I accept whatever punishment you deem appropriate.
Punishment?
None.
What do you take us for? Sure, you said some pretty scary things, and you were way too strict with Pyro 1, but clearly you've already learned your lesson. Wait, actually, having said that, Paimon has an idea!
That's concerning. Everyone discusses the final decision together down to the precise wording.
Paimon's got it! Let's go tell everyone else what we came up with!
Time to put your gift of the gap to good use.
Ahem! Oh, this is Paimon's first time speaking to so many people from a stage like this. Paimon's getting butterflies. Paimon and the Traveler are super happy that we were lucky enough to win this tournament and even expose a criminal conspiracy while we were at it. The responsibility for continuing to hold this tournament in the future now lies in our hands. Now, they may have thrown the organizer and the sponsor in jail, but you can all breathe a huge sigh of relief because the prizes are still being issued as promised.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Woo-woo!
That's a good call.
However, unfortunately, the wisdom orbs currently have a harmful effect on their surrounding environment, so they pose a risk to people's health. This means that we won't be able to keep our fungi friends around for the long term. So, for the sake of everyone's well-being, over the coming days, we recommend that everyone entrust their fungi into the care of the best darn beast tamer in town, Hania!
Wait, what?
But you won't be away from them for too long. While Hania takes care of your fungi, we'll be talking to the academia with the goal of trying to resolve the current issues with the wisdom orb as soon as possible. And of course, this tournament was so much fun. It'd be a real shame if it was a one-off affair. I'm sure you've got a big appetite for more fungi fun and games. So once the technical issues are all sorted out, and we're all reunited with our fungi friends, let's battle it out all over again!
Oh,
Sounds good.
so that's my punishment.
Oh, she
Think of
didn't
it more as a reward for being the runner-up.
Don't think
think
of
of it
it
as a
that way,
reward
Miss
for being the
Hania.
runner-up.
Spending time with shroom buddies is actually really fun. Right, Twirly Whirly?
Pretty odd how he just stands in the air.
I'm gonna miss you, Twirly Whirly. take good care of my best shroom buddy. Oh.
Traveler, Paimon, Layla, and Lady Kitsune. What can I say? You're a fascinating bunch.
Come on, Hania. We announced the official decision with everyone watching. You better look alive.
Yeah, don't worry. I get it. As a beast tamer, I accept your proposal. I will do my utmost to care for these fungi and treat them like the treasured companions that they are to their masters.
Now those sound like the words of an awesome person called Hania that Paimon wants to be friends with. Just wish she'd shown us this Hania sooner. Anyway, let's spend some final quality time with our shroom buddies. Then we'll all meet up in Port Ormos.
It's okay. I can handle it. Oh, so much work. But it's okay. I can handle it. Oh, so much work. But it's okay. I can handle it.
Sorry about that, I had a phone call to take. Although we did complete the quest, so that's good. Although I can't say I'm slightly disappointed there was no like proper movie clip. So we can get Dory now. Yay for Dory! Honestly, one of my favourite characters. Don't know what she's like to play, but her personality is great. Yep, completed. 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 And win. Oh, we even get a medal. Golden Comet, Traveler and Silver Companion Paimon together with the Ace Fungus Bongo Head formed the winning combo at the first Neelut Pala Cup Beast Tamers tournament. Basically a neat blend of their taming skills and a deep understanding of their fungi's characteristics, the Traveler and Paimon exhibited extraordinary command capabilities and were able to turn the tables many a time. Not only have they won in the tournament, but they have also passed the sponsor's ultimate trial. According to the rules of the competition, they now have the final say over the Neelut Pala Cup Beast Tamers tournament, and the responsibility for continuing to hold the tournament in the future also now falls on their shoulders. This is basically just a summary of all the events that occurred during each part. This one goes on about the crimes. Okay. I think that's everything for the event now. We've got all the stuff claimed, we've got Dory. Pretty sure that's everything. Wait till 2 days later. Oh no, there is something more. Maybe there is a final clip. Maybe I was wrong. I'd be happy to be wrong, because I think there usually is a clip somewhere. Or something along those lines. dun dun. Okay, if that kept playing, it would sound very similar to one of the Zelda games that has it. I don't know which one, because I've never really played a Zelda game properly. I'm just gonna gloss over that.
Traveler, Bongohead, it's time for us to meet up with everyone in Port Ormos. Let's go see Layla first, then Miko, and finally, go give our fungi over to Hania.
Traveler, Paimon, Bongohead, over here.
Why do I seem disappointed?
Hey, Layla! Have you and Twirly Whirly been having fun these past few days?
Definitely. With Twirly Whirly helping me carry my luggage, we could go camping really far away, and I got to see the stars from a different perspective. Oh, I even managed to make some progress with my paper. Although, I've tried making almost everything on my food list now. Every time I used flour or something, it got in the air and gave me a coughing fit. But after all that, I still haven't figured out what Twirly Whirly likes.
Some fussy
It would
fungus.
be great if the improved wisdom orb allowed us to communicate directly with the fungi. I should mention that in my letter and get someone to ask a senior Immorta scholar.
Hyman's never seen you in such good spirits, Layla. You spoke a lot more than usual just now, and you're still full of life. You really go the extra mile for your shroom buddies.
I think I might have overexerted myself, though. I'm flagging hard.
Uh-oh.
Let's go see Miss Yai before I crash.
Okay. It's just a back and forth. Why am I not? Was it just telling me Dory's here? I forget. Oh, it's in this section. That should clear it? Yeah.
Oh? You're earlier than I expected.
Miko, you're not leaving, are you? It feels like you never got to properly enjoy your vacation here.
Oh, my needs for amusement have been more than met. Thanks to your help, our little inspiration hunt went perfectly. Not only did we gain invaluable experience in the tournament, we also had all the excitement of exposing a criminal
Someone would look at it.
conspiracy. Yes, I think I might ask Sokka to ditch her original characters and just make you the protagonists in her next novel.
You have behind the scenes.
True. It all makes sense now. You dropped so many hints, but it went over Paimon's head at the time. Why didn't you expose Alhingen right away, though? Why wait for things to escalate like they did?
Going for the big reveal right at the beginning would have been an anticlimax of the most literal kind. I wanted to see how you'd react in a situation like this, and you did not disappoint.
Yep, in it for the
I
story.
thought that the story between you and the fungi would follow a master-servant paradigm, but you offered something even better. Companionship, based on mutual understanding. From a certain point of view, it seems fitting that Alhingen, the one person who could barely keep the word master from his lips, met his downfall at your hand. Of course, considering what he's capable of, I'm sure he'll have his ways of continuing to put up a fight.
Paimon's getting confused again. In the future, we should take notes when Miko's talking and carefully look over them later.
That's the author's problem.
That's enough chatting for now. I'll leave Blitzara in your hands. Remember to take good care of it. I hope you really give this a good shot, you and Hania. The future of this highly entertaining tournament depends on the decisions you make from now on. I'm excited to see what you've got in store
No pressure,
for us.
like. Okay, I'm not running to that one. I'm guessing this is where they're staying. Or at least where we're dropping them off. One of the two.
Hello,
Didn't break my
all.
legs.
Right on time. I've collected all the other contestants' wisdom orbs and found a suitable place for our fungi friends to live. I'll make absolutely sure the surrounding environment is not affected. Say hello to everyone, Kindlejoy.
Kindlejoy.
That's Pyro One's new name. When I saw how well behaved it was when we first met, a sense of joy welled up inside me. If I just let go of my preconceived notions about fungi and allowed myself to truly feel that moment, maybe I could have felt like that all this time.
I'm so glad Hania has finally worked things out.
Yeah!
And they
Even
get to
though
tear
Paimon
people
has gotten
off.
used to the name Pyro 1 at this point, the new name holds so much more significance.
Hey, congrats to
I
you
will
both.
commit to giving these gentle creatures the highest standard of care I can provide. Please, rest assured that your fungi friends will be safe with me.
I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Go on, Twirly Whirly. Be a good fungus now, and do everything that Hania says.
But Zara, Mika will be back to visit when the next Beast Tamers tournament comes around. High five, Bongo Head! It was really fun having you around. Paimon hopes that you have a good time at Hania's, and is really looking forward to seeing you again next time.
Definitely meet again.
I hope that the day when humans and fungi can live in harmony will come quickly. I believe in you all. You'll make it happen. I look forward to the good news.
That was a good ending at least. No sad endings this time, thankfully. I think that might be everything for me for today. I don't really think anything's short enough to do. So, actually, hold on. Let's check this out an hour first. Don't know what you're talking about. Uh-oh. What is this? What? I'm so confused. Oh no. Okay. Try again. Painting with the most strokes. Okay. That's a lot. That's also a lot. The same. That looks bigger, I think. Is that the one? Did I break it? Hold on, I broke it too fast. Try again. This one looks promising.
I'll keep this close.
Wait, so had to get multiple of the biggest ones. Okay. Did not get that the first time, but you know. Good move. Yeah, I think that's everything that I'm going to do today, because, yeah. I'm tired now. However, we still get to do the wishes stuff. And we should have some Primo Gems. Hopefully. I should have a better place. Okay, are there any better looking places? City. Okay, so I'll just run up to the top. Here we are. Get an overview of Simru. Probably get around to doing some more withering zones at some point. Just need to deal with some more of those to get more Dendrocuses. However, that should be another day. I think that's a pro one wish. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hope it's a good wish. Please be good, 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 please be good. No. That's disappointing. No, well, as always, 2 other days. Ish. Anyway. With that all now out the way, if I can just walk straight. There we go. Yeah, so that is all for today. Thank you for watching or tuning in, either of the 2 ways, I guess. And bye!